Want to see how the ROAS can be manipulated by ad agencies showing you their results? These are the results of some active campaigns for a Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaign and tracking between the 6th of November to the 12th of November. We're getting ROASs of 2.15 on this campaign, 1.14 on this campaign, and 6.14 on this. Now, here's what I want to show you. If you just select the 7th, which was the Saturday when this went live, no ROAS, no purchases. The 8th, sorry, it wasn't live on the 7th, it went live on the 8th. We have 6.9 for, see this general campaign hype, November 25th DC test. We got a ROAS of 6.90. You watch that if I take it back to the average. So this was the one we were just looking at, 6.90. It's down to 1.41 because the ROAS is determined by the amount of a number of purchases, purchase conversion rate over the whole time, and therefore over how much is being spent. So the amount spent over that time was 115.34. If you go back to the 8th when this happened, the amount spent was only $23.62, and there was that same one purchase, which has only ever been that same one purchase over the whole period of the campaign, which is the 8th of November to now the 12th. And therefore it's giving 6.9. If we go to the 9th, there was no purchases. The 10th, no purchases. The 11th. Now, see that the same thing's happening on the 11th because we're just looking at the data of one day and there was only an ad spend on that day of $26.99. They're showing a ROAS of, it doesn't want to work. A ROAS of I don't want the help, thank you very much. A ROAS of 18.63 because what ROAS is about is on that, for that particular period, and this is where when you're looking at screen captures of any of the agencies or even individuals saying, here's the results I can achieve on a meta ad campaign, you always look at over what date range are they selecting, because the longer the date range, generally the lower the ROAS. So yeah, I can go to a client and say, hey, I got 18.63 and 4.69 on this campaign. If I only gave them the screen capture, which was, this section, or if I only gave them a screen capture, which was these two, I can actually go and put those two together. And look, that looks amazing, doesn't it? So it's really important that screen captures, yes, you get them, but you use your critical thinking skills about what it is that they're actually showing you. So, I mean, that looks amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I could actually then I could also do that filtering by only having these two showing in the campaign. So the more you can see on a screen capture, the better. Often you'll just see like a small section like this. you won't even see what was live, what wasn't live, what was what the frequencies were, what the amount spent was, how it was, how many clicks through. So it's important. In fact, screen capture is not that useful when it comes to assessing an agency's or an individual's work. What is more useful is video like this. Or even better is get them to take you live into a campaign that's actually running, and get them to be able to tell you how they're reading these numbers. So how am I reading these numbers? Delivery obviously is important. Results are less important. Frequency is sort of reasonably important further down. Cost per click, these need to be kept low. CPMs you want as low as possible. Actually, let me go back to proper amounts, which is over the period of it. So cost per click, you want to be kept reasonably low. This is the reason why this one got turned off. The cost per click was a bit high and it wasn't actually giving anything in terms of results. purchases or add to carts. The CPM, it's always going to be high in the beginning of a campaign. It's been nicely coming down as you get more and more and more purchases and more impressions and more, active results of what you're wanting to have happen, the better the CPM is going to get. So it's usually a reflection of time. Post comments, neither here nor there. This particular campaign wasn't getting much in the way of post comments. Amount spent, well, that's always important to know. Instagram profile visits, I like tracking that, particularly this is a fashion. Well, it's fashion, sort of fashion. It's women's, children's, and men's swimwear. Instagram profile visits are good because it'll tell me how many people are being driven across, although I'm not particularly aiming to drive them across to Instagram, they are going across to Instagram. So how many go across, which also then is allowing me to say to the client, okay, so you've got 22 that have gone to your Instagram profile in the last, so this was started at about 10 p.m. on the 8th. The 8th of November to now the 12th. So what are you doing on your Instagram? Are you putting plenty of nice content up on your Instagram that's mirroring this campaign as well? I wish we could track also on here Facebook page visits. You probably can actually. Can you track Facebook page visits? You probably can. Landing page views per page page engagement, page engagement. Let's see what it shows. Yeah, you can. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure whether that's posting. I think pretty sure that's page engagement versus post engagement. So again, they're pretty high figures. So not only do we, when we're running a paid ad campaign, do we want to be doing a strong organic campaign, but a strong organic campaign on Instagram and on Facebook, and also on Pinterest. This account should absolutely be on Pinterest, and because it's kids having fun in the surf and the sand and the sun, it actually would be very good on TikTok as well. All of that is gonna help your paid ad campaign. Along with that, so is your post purchase abandoned cart, browser abandonment email sequences. So in this particular campaign, we've had, what's that, 38, and I can't do maths on the fly. I think that's 60 something. That's gone up in the last, I'm a standard because every time I look at these numbers, they've gone up. It's 20 plus 10 plus 25. 55, no, 55. This is saying, these numbers are saying that we've got really strong add to carts, but then it's really falling off in terms of ads, payment information, checkout initiated, and purchases. So my recommendation to this client yesterday was go and fix your abandoned cart email sequence because it's not pulling its weight. And neither would the browser abandonment. It's the other big one because this is running Klaviyo in the back end. Purchase conversion, page engagement, clicks through. So the clicks are also very high, quite good. This is pre-Black Friday. So Black Friday here is, I think, Black Friday here is the 28th of November. So we're a good 2 weeks and a couple of days away from Black Friday. It's Wednesday. So we're getting at this particular point in time a lot of people who are still adding to cart and browsing and getting ready to see what businesses are going to be doing for Black Friday. This isn't actually the campaigns here are about hype and about something. Our line has been, good prices, good products. Don't wait for Black Friday. Summer is here by now. But what we're also doing, what we also aim to do on this was collect people that were landing on these 3 campaigns, there is a very, very strong, very large retargeting stack going on. Is it going to show you middle of funnel retargeting? Ad set. I've got a huge retargeting stack going on. Facebook viewed shop, Instagram viewed shop, 3-second video views. There's quite a few. There's a couple of, or not. There's a few videos in the back end. So anyone who's looked at 3 seconds of them, Facebook page, Instagram page, the people who looked at videos on the Instagram page and the Facebook page, current ads, the website visits 180 days, Instagram engagement, all I did. It's really broad, really, really, really broad. Videos, 3-second views, website purchases, add to carts. It's huge retargeting stack, because I really was throwing a lot of width out there at this audience. And it is still predominantly in learning, unfortunately, because this has gone out of learning. The November the 15th has gone out of learning. Sorry, the bottom of funnel has gone out of learning. Well, why didn't it do everybody? Because I want all ad sets. So the only one that's gone out of learning is bottom of funnel, because it was set for link clicks. Whereas all the others are still in learning because they haven't had 50 purchases per ad. And I don't think that's going to happen. So that's not going to worry me too very much. It's going to stay in learning. Okay, hope that's useful.